Hi, I'm gonna record a session today, a small video here to explain how to use the master detail business map. Okay, and at least in the native way inside the application and the way it's working right now. Okay, so I have my coreBOS development install here open, and I have a few tabs. This one is quotes. I'm going to be using the master detail map on quotes. Okay, I'm going to open up this first quote. Any quote would be fine. I have another tab here with the inventory details. This is a very fundamental concept for this mapping. Okay, so basically the idea is that the inventory details module is a module that records automatically all the lines in each inventory module. Okay, so for example, quotes, sales orders, purchase orders, and invoices are inventory modules. And they're inventory modules because they're master detail in the sense that there's a master record here, a whole bunch of fields like a header, and then we have a whole bunch of product and service lines, which are the details related to this module. Okay. As you can see by default, we have here, in this case, the one I picked has one, two, three, four, five, six, seven product lines. And each one of these has a set of fields. Okay, I have here product, how many products I have in stock, how many of these I've put on this quote, the list price, the unit price, the discount, the total after discount, and the total for the line. Okay, so this means that in my inventory details module for this record, for this quote, I have here it's exact those seven lines with more details. Okay, here I'm going to open that up a little bit, and here effectively we have the seven lines which reflect exactly those seven product lines. Okay, I'm going to open this one up in a new tab. Let's come over here, and I see that I have the same product, and I have some other information, like I have it related to organization, the organization, the quotes related to the quote exactly, if it were related to any contacts, this product's vendor. I have the line item ID, the sequence number, how many units, the two that we had over there, the unit price. I have all the discounts and the gross price and everything I need to get all the details of that product line. Okay, really nice module, which I'll explain further in the future within in another video and some blog posts about it. Okay, so basically, I have a whole bunch of fields here that are coming from those product lines and they are synchronized and everything at the same time. Okay, so uh, now that's I'm going. What I want to do now is add this cost price, for example, or some other, or the units delivered, for example, the units of these two units, if how many have been delivered and how many have been received. This information could come in handy on the quote. I mean, I could want to, in many situations, you're going to want to have on these product lines that information. Okay, so when I edit or look at this quote, I want to see the units that have been delivered, or I don't know, maybe the serial number of some whatever, the Lego Lead mobile phone, exactly which serial number we have given them, or whatever information, additional information or configuration options that we need for this product. Okay, so to do that, we have a master detail business mapping. Let's jump over here. Where's this one? Okay, here I have the wiki open, our documentation project open on the master detail mapping page. And here it explains more or less what is the goal of this mapping. Okay, mostly the goal is to define the details, the fields, and the configuration options of the detail lines in a master detail record module. Okay, for example, in this case, where the example would be that I want to define which fields I want to see on those lines. Originally, the master detail mapping was created for development purposes. Okay, we the native master detail inventory modules that we have in coreBOS that we inherited from VTiger and that we have enhanced a lot are cumbersome. They are non-standard. They don't follow the rules. It's hard to program in them. And so we basically just kind of respect them because I mean they are working, they are functional. So we have fixed them and we have enhanced them and we've added some features, but basically we try to ignore them and use them as less as possible. They keep on working and they're working perfectly, and then we do try to keep them alive and up to date with new features and stuff. But basically, the way they are, they stay, and we have no plans of ever in changing those 4 or 6 inventory modules ever. What do we do to solve the problem? The need when we have master detail modules? Well, we create them separately with external tools, with more modern tools like Polymer or Angular or JavaScript or whatever we need to use to solve a very nice and neat, visual visual user interface that's more intuitive towards master detail problematic. Okay. And to do when we do that, we use this master detail mapping for the possibility to define what fields we want on those detail lines, so that the client or the user can actually change the visual interface very easily just with a mapping. Okay, so that was the goal when we created the master detail mapping. That's what we use it for in various projects. But we also added the possibility to do this, use the master detail mapping inside coreBOS. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do now. Okay, I'm going to use this default example that we have here on the wiki, and I'm going to copy this. Let's see if I can. Yeah, okay, that's better. I'm going to copy this mapping, and I'm going to jump back over to the application, and we're going to see how we can use that mapping on our. Okay, here's the business mapping module in the same coreBOS that I was just showing the quote and the like. I'm going to copy this map here. I'm going to put the name here, quotes, inventory details. The name is the important thing here. This is how the system, coreBOS, detects that this master detail mapping is, it should be applied to quotes and against what module. It could be another module, and if it was programmed, okay? It's a master detail layout, and it's for the quotes module. Okay, and now let's have a look at the mapping itself. I'm going to make this a little bigger so that we can see it better. Okay, it says that it's a map, that the origin module is purchase order. We have to change this one because I'm doing it for quotes. And the target module is inventory details. Fine. Then it says, okay, what fields link the two modules? Okay, how is the quotes module and the inventory detail module tied together? Okay, this is the line item ID field. Then I want to sort these records on screen by the sequence number. I'd say that these are for other projects. I don't think they're being used at all in this particular case that I'm explaining right now. The important ones are the detail view. Okay, what do we want to see on the lines? Okay, so it says I have a set of fields and I want to show those fields. The field type is coreBOS. It's units delivered received, which is the name of the field on the inventory details. Okay, the one I told you I just showed, the units delivered. It's editable, it's mandatory, and it's not hidden. Okay, we could also put some hidden fields if we needed to. Another one, it's also coreBOS. This is a custom field, CF795. I'm going to have to eliminate this one because the inventory details module does not have any custom fields, but it does show that it could work exactly the same. It will work exactly the same with any field. Okay, even custom field, even you capture fields or date fields or any kind of field that you need, it should work exactly the same as any other field, any custom fields or whatever. I haven't never really tried image fields, but maybe they maybe could work also. Okay, so and then we have the cost price here, and it's exactly the same. Okay, so the way I just did this, we should be able to have those two fields, the units and the cost on the module. Okay, I'm going to save this and jump back over to the quotes module. I'm going to reload this quote, and we should see here in the information, there we go, there it is. Okay, you see here that I have, let me make that a little bigger so it's even better to see. As you can see, I have units delivered received and cost price added into the information line of each line. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now if I edit this record, and I'm going to add on this line, okay, this Liago line here, mobile. Remember that on this other tab over here, I have the record open, okay? It has no units received, and it has no cost price, okay? This cost price actually is coming from the product if it had one. Okay, so I'm going to put that I have one unit received or delivered, and that the cost of this line was also 1. Okay, let's save that. And I should have here now visible those two ones that I just did. Okay, and if I jump over here to the tab again with that inventory line and I reload this page, I should have the one also on both of those lines. Okay, so with this mapping, I was able to add information, fields to edit and save very easily on each one of the product lines in the quotes or any other inventory module. Okay, I'm going to jump over here to the inventory details. I mean, that's basically all you need to know. Okay, and I'm going to add a custom field here. I'm going to add a custom field to the inventory details module. I'm going to add it over here on the custom information block. And I'm going to make it a capture field. Okay, and I'm going to capture assets. So I select the assets module and I save. Okay, this created, I click here now. I'm going to click on the edit properties here, over here, right here. And I'm going to, I'm going to make this a little bigger. Okay, and if you see here, I have the information of the exact name that has been assigned to this field. Okay, it's a CF823. Okay, so that number, I'm going to jump over. I'm going to come back over here to my mapping, and let's edit this one, and let's add that field in. Okay, I'm going to make this a little bigger so it's easier to see. So it jumps around a lot, but still. Okay, I'm going to get this field here, and I'm going to copy the whole block, and I'm going to paste it in. And it's coreBOS field. There's some other types there, but and it was CF823. It's editable, it's mandatory, and it's all the same. Okay, let's save that. Jump back over here, and let's go back to our quote. Let's reload this page. Okay, I have the assets here now. They're all empty. Let's edit the quote, and we should get now a UE type 10 capture field here. Perfect. Okay, I can click on this, and it will open up the assets module. I can click on the asset. I can save. And I should see the asset even with the link back over to the asset. Okay, perfect. Okay, so as you can see, I'm capable of really adding any information that I have on the inventory details module into the lines very easily, and very simple, very powerful. Okay, let's come over here to the inventory details module again. I'm going to click and reload this page, and I should have my assets information here. Okay. Okay, that was odd. Anyway, I'll check that, but it's basically that easy. Okay, 2817. Okay, so it changed the line on me. Okay. For some reason, it changed the line number or something. I must have messed up something. Anyway, as you can see, it does have the asset here selected. Okay. So the idea is that this master detail mapping is basically that you can define easily the fields you want to see. Okay. This is just one of the many advantages that the inventory details module has bring to the application or brought to the application. Really, it was a wonderful idea that Omar had and that he implemented, and it has permitted us to solve a lot of business problems, especially in the reporting, but also, as you can see, uh, creating this flexibility and the possibility to add very easily information into the quotes line. Okay. Well, I hope that that helps, and you also have any information, most of the information here on the wiki page, and you can ask us on our different channels like Jitter, especially Jitter, or the forums or whatever. Thanks for listening.